Okay. So it should be that you're in. Yep. No, it says you're still waiting.
I just want to pull it up for reference. I just wanted to see if it was.
Yeah. Okay. Now your viewer reload again.
Yep.
Yeah.
There
okay.
we go. Okay.
Okay. So at this point, you shouldn't hear anything, see anything there. When it comes time to actually go, you hit live.
Gotcha.
And then we're
Okay.
live. Again, monitor through that,
Yes.
and then hit stop streaming when we're done.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could also stop streaming, make sure it actually stops over here. If it doesn't actually stop, you can hit end stream as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And I want to make sure once everyone leaves throughout the door, do you want it to pan over through the door once the senior leaves, or I just want to make sure?
No, just follow the event.
Okay.
And I would keep it on stage.
Okay. Cool.
Keep the stage at least in some view.
Okay.
And then when things start to wrap up and people start to talk and things like that,
right,
then you can go back to the title card.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I'm just.
Yep. Okay. You're gonna see a brief flash of the stage. I'm just going to test it really quick.
Yep.
Okay, we're still live. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't see it pop up or anything.
It will pop up in a few seconds. Yep, there it was over here. There it is. Okay. One thing to be mindful of while you're up here is that your noise will be picked up by that microphone.
Got it.
So
just be careful.
Just be careful.
Just be careful what you say, or gotcha. Because I'm in a good vicinity of the camera.
Exactly.
Got it.
don't know if she's going to make it. Are you going to be okay just here alone?
Probably. It'd be nice to have like extra support.
Right. I'm getting nervous. She said that she's going to be here. And
Yeah,
we
I
don't see her.
know.
Hello, how are you? Good. Hi. What's that?
What is the chorus singing?
I think that's just left over from last night.
Oh.
I don't think you're singing. Yeah.
And then we have to sing Black Gloria.
I saw. I
Okay,
might try
okay.
to get.
I think. No, that's not her. Sorry.
I might try to get Scott Singer.
Okay. Cool.
Feels weird going on that one.
I'm like.
I'm still nervous. A little anxious. Oh, Jen is right there. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. A little anxious. A little. Just a little. Just a little.
That was insane.
Okay. Okay,
Hold my
so
back.
you're just going to be here.
Okay.
If you could help him just moving the camera,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like as
I'll do that.
people come
And
in
this
and
is
out.
what we're using?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Okay.
my iPhone hooked up to this.
Right.
Yep.
And then when you go, we're already live. When the next step when we go live to introduce the camera is the live button, and then when
Okay.
we want to kill it, and you can make the call when we want to kill it.
Okay.
Go back to the title card and then
Yes.
end streaming.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Oh,
How
my
are you,
gosh.
Jen? How are you?
Woo.
God, what? I wonder if it has something to do with a policy. That's the Should we be starting
We
now?
can start live. Well, actually, wait until
Alright.
we did.
Wait until the seniors start coming.
They're not
in?
even lined up.
Oh, okay.
So when I see them line up, we have like 8 minutes. Otherwise, people are just watching.
Okay.
Sorry. One last thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that all my notifications.
I was
are
just
off.
thinking that.
Yeah. Because would that like interrupt the sound? Like it would.
It would
like,
just show.
yeah.
I don't know what it would
wouldn't-
do.
It
Okay,
wouldn't do
okay.
anything.
But
Okay,
like,
okay.
you want me to start responding to people? Being like,
Okay, okay.
"Hey!"
Yeah, I guess you can if you want.
Okay.
Having an electrical inspection go on right now, so I think
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Busy day, Jen.
Yeah.
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 Oh my
No,
gosh.
and that's I had to. My daughter and I just came back from home because she has to be here for this.
Right.
And
I'm
the traffic between here, the traffic's insane. They're doing all this paving, so Quaker's completely backed up. We had to cut through the seminary.
I'm assuming it's traffic right now, like if you know, in Arlington right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's everywhere. So
Okay. Gotcha. Cancel. Huh?
Do you guys want the work lights on as opposed to stage lights?
I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
do you think for
I
the
don't
what?
know.
have
I don't
no
know.
idea.
That's
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
We're just here to watch.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I wonder if Dave is.
He was here.
He was
so-
just here. He
yeah.
was just here. Okay. Oh, and Jen, just let me know when I can like start live
yeah, yeah.
streaming, if anything.
I think we can start right at. Huh? Okay. Oh, Elliot. Elliot. Katie's coming. Tell her to please sit by you. Tell her to go. She needs to go. Tell her bad traffic on the Quaker. She needs to go around. Huh? She's coming. She has time. It's the second page. But tell her all the quickest we'll go around because traffic on Quaker's terrible. Is this connected to the sound up there?
Say it again.
It's connected to the sound up there?
Correct.
Okay.
So, I don't know if Dave told you, so we got to be mindful of what we say around here because it will be picked up on the phone.
But are they also connected to the mic? Or is
Correct.
this okay.
Correct.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and go live?
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. I just want to see the live. Yep. Oh, come on. There we go.
Yeah, I think they want this. And that's fine. We shouldn't have a screen. Just the COVID light or no? Oh, because it's with this going on.
Are we going to be when the songs start coming in? Are we going to be focusing on them or?
No, we'll just leave it like this because they come down and just listen.
Yeah.
Just want to see what. Just want to see.
Next to All right, thanks guys for being here.
The Lord be with you. Let us pray. Dear God, you see your children growing up in an unsteady and confusing world. Teach them that you are present with them now and for the rest of their lives. During the difficult times, but also in the good times. Be with each of us in this room. Give us clarity to our lives, protection in our lives. And above all, we give thanks for these students, for the faculty, parents, grandparents, and friends who guided and shepherded this incredible group of young people and seniors through this process. Be good to them, God, and send them out with your peace. We ask this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm so glad to have you all here today to celebrate the wonderful class of 2024 for Pride Day. Thank you to those of us who joined us last night for Baccalaureate. It is hard to believe that the class of 2024 are graduates. You were tiny lower schoolers just a few years ago. Today is a day when we recognize many members of this community for their outstanding efforts and exceptional achievements. We're honored to be able to recognize members of the community today. Tomorrow, we will continue with the celebration with commencement at 9 a.m. for the class of 2024. Today, we will begin today's program with the Faculty Excellence Award, which will be presented by Erin McConnell, class of 99, president of the Alumni Association Board. Ms. McConnell. 1984, the Alumni Association established this award to recognize outstanding contributions by a member of the ES 12 faculty to the life of the school community. This faculty member is known as a wonderful teacher, leader, and colleague. Every year she creates a warm and inclusive environment where students feel valued and supported. She's infinitely kind, encouraging, and empathetic. She is an expert educator, constantly honing her craft by reading and attending workshops and innovating in the classroom. She instills in her students a curiosity and a love of learning that extends far beyond their school years. It's a testament to her impact that so many former students come back to visit her when they return to campus. Outside of school, in addition to exploring new restaurants and hiking, she carves out time to support her students by attending sporting events and other activities. Over the years, she has always been a supportive colleague, consistently asking how things were going and showing genuine interest in her colleagues' lives. Her contagious smile, laughter, and positive attitude lifts the spirits of everyone around her. She once shared that change always shows us new perspectives in life. She has certainly modeled this flexibility and openness to change by successfully teaching 4 different grade levels during her career. A burgeoning leader, she is pursuing a graduate degree in educational leadership, participating more deeply in organizing divisional DEIB efforts, and formally leading her team with exceptional organization and thoughtfulness. Our community is a better place because of the kindness, skill, and dedication of this wonderful educator. This 2024 Faculty Excellence Award is presented to Anne Kelly.
Each year, our school yearbook traditions dedicated to a member of our community. The yearbook editors, Megan Mayu and Maxine Lubitsky, are here to make the dedication. I ask them to please come to the podium.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm Maxine, and we are the editors of this year's yearbook. Those who know Eric Taylor describe him as energetic, supportive, and dedicated to his work. To label his endeavors mere
enthusiasm, and motivation. These qualities he possesses from an early age. He was born in the D.C. area as a twin and was referred to as Taylor A before he was officially named Eric. Growing up, he spent time playing with his three brothers and attended the Potomac School in McLean, Virginia. In high school, he was known for being steady, focused, and witty. Mr. Taylor continued his education at the University of Delaware, where he majored in environmental science. Fortunately for us, after a short stint working at the Northrop Grumman, Mr. Taylor had a change of heart and realized that he wanted to be a teacher. To make his dreams a reality, he enrolled at George Mason University to earn his teaching credentials and ultimately found his way to St. Stephen's and St. Agnes. In addition to being in the classroom with his students, Mr. Taylor enjoys spending time with the loves of his life, his wife Jackie, and his daughters Molly and Delaney. Saints class of 35 and 37 respectively. Mr. Taylor, thank you for everything you do, and on behalf of the class of 2024, we are proud to dedicate this year's edition of Traditions to you.
I mispronounced Maxine's last name, but I get another shot at it here in a minute. So, it is tradition at this time to recognize the St. Stephen's and St. Agnes veterans. Students, please stand when your name is called, and we ask the audience to hold your applause until all students are standing. The following students entered St. Stephen's St. Agnes School in kindergarten: James Bravo, Sarah Claire Kiramonte, Colton Jensen, Christian Kappel, Maxime Lubinsky, Jack Murphy, and Theo Wyman. Did I say not? I'm sorry, junior kindergarten. I apologize. Thank you. Those following students The following students entered in kindergarten: Ella Barker, Davis Bauer, James Blackman, Tess Bradley, Garrett Butler, Will Carnell, Olivia Clark, Colin Cross, AJ Degler, Callie Dinos, Annette Dunn, Isaiah Bodden, Abby Felsenthal, Bryce Gunn, Armour Harrison, Claire Helmreich, Danielle Hines, Sarah Catulin, Brooke Lai, Mason Manti, Alona Michael, Louis Molife, Abby Musser, Charlotte Nichols, David Rind Tutt, Madison Sandy, Lauren Scott, Matthew Smith, Mark Turner. And the following students entered St. Stephen's St. Agnes in first grade: Augusta Adams, thank you. We will now begin with the presentation of awards in academic courses. We begin with Mr. Kevin Jefferson for the Latin Award.
The Leslie Jones Latin Prize is named in honor of Mr. Leslie Jones, who taught Latin at St. Stephen's School from 1964 to 1981. It is awarded each year to the student in the advanced level who has the highest cumulative grade average for all Latin courses and has exhibited a particular interest in and commitment to the language. The prize is presented this year to David Rind Tutt.
The Michelot Cup. The Michelot Cup is awarded annually to an outstanding French student who has demonstrated superiority in both written and spoken French. The Michelot Cup was originally presented in honor of former St. Agnes French teacher, Mademoiselle Marie-Antoinette Michelot, by the class of 1955. The French student receiving the Michelot Cup this year for 2024 is Garrett Butler.
The Medal of Excellence in Spanish. The Spanish teachers at St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School award the Medal of Excellence in Spanish to the senior who has demonstrated superior language skills and has shown genuine interest in Spanish culture. The recipient for this year is Mason Mendy.
Certificate in World Languages. The Certificate in World Languages recognizes students who have studied 2 different world languages while at the upper school. In addition to their language courses, the students have engaged in an off-campus learning experience of their choosing. These world language students completed a formal presentation to the language department faculty and showcased their projects during the academic symposium. The 2024 World Language Certificate recipients are Augusta Adams for French and Spanish, Jonah Adams for Spanish and French, Sophie Breckenridge for Spanish and French, Garrett Butler for French and Spanish, Bradley Cruthers for Spanish and French, Callie Dinos for Spanish and French, Camila Dominguez for Spanish and French, Channing Pincos for Spanish and French, Lauren Scott for Spanish and French, and Grace Scherner for Spanish and French.
Mathematics Award. The Department of Mathematics selects a student whose knowledge of and commitment to the field of mathematics is outstanding. This year, there are 2 seniors who have demonstrated such excellence, Laura Duffield and Brennan Wise.
The Computer Science Award. The Computer Science Award honors the student who demonstrates enthusiasm and initiative in using technology in positive, exciting, and ethical ways. For excellence in computer science, this year we honor Amanda Klock.
The Courtney Marshall Cochran Award for Science honors the senior who has demonstrated a love for and ability in science, has been named for Courtney Marshall Cochran, one of the founders of St. Agnes School. It was established and endowed by her 3 daughters, who all attended the school, one of whom was the first graduate to have attended the school for 4 years and then go on to a 4-year college in 1928. This year's winner of this Distinguished Science Award is Brennan Weiss. A founder of St. Stephen's School established the Roy Edward Byrd Award in memory of his father-in-law, Roy Edward Byrd. It recognizes high achievement in the study of science. The Roy Edward Byrd Award winner this year is presented to Heather Hawkins.
The STEM certificates. The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Graduation Certificate is recognition for those students who dedicated time and effort well beyond the graduation requirements in the fields of mathematics, science, and technology. The students were required, among other things, to successfully complete at least 4 STEM AP courses, to enroll in at least 2 STEM electives, and to engage in an experiential learning opportunity of their interest and choosing.
For his experience with aircraft maintenance and navigation planning at Aero Elite, we are pleased to award Chris Chesner the STEM certificate. For his internship at Coherent Digital, where he programmed Scrapey bots, we are pleased to award Bradley Crutherds the STEM certificate. For his research on waterproof textiles at the University of Pennsylvania, we are pleased to award Hayden DeValence the STEM certificate. And for his work in programming and simulating input shaping for robotics controls, we are pleased to award Jack Van Gietsen the STEM certificate.
The O'Connor History Prize. Given by the O'Connor family, the O'Connor History Prize is given in appreciation for the school's strong academic program and for the kind and generous support which St. Agnes schools, and especially Martha Jarvis, gave their daughters. Awarded annually by the History Department to honor our best student of history. Linda O'Connor, past parent, past faculty member, and past foundation trustee, is here to make the presentation.
am so pleased to announce that the 2024 O'Connor History Prize goes to Jeremy Young.
The Marjorie M. Norris Award. This award, named in memory of Dr. Marjorie M. Norris, a longtime member of the faculty and chair of the Department of History, recognizes the student who has earned the highest average in 4 years of study in the Ages of Humanity program. The award this year is presented to Lily Adams.
The Carrig Writing Prize. The Carrig Writing Prize was established by Captain Walter Carrig in 1938. Captain Carrig was a prolific author who wrote and edited nonfiction, young adult, and adult fiction novels, including several Nancy Drew mysteries, newspaper commentaries, and military histories. Captain Carrig's two daughters, Patricia and Keating, graduated from St. Agnes School in 1939 and 1944. The Carrig Writing Prize is given to the student who, in the opinion of the Department of English, has consistently produced the best writing throughout the school year. The Writing Prize is awarded this year to Jeremy Young. The Charles James Shell Memorial Prize in English. The Charles James Shell Memorial Prize in English is given in memory of the former chairman of the English department, Charles James Shell. It recognizes the student who has demonstrated a love for the study of literature as well as a mastery of the craft of writing. This year's recipient is Brennan Wise.
The Anne G. Lindsay Poetry Prize. The Anne G. Lindsay Poetry Prize was established in 1988 by the St. Agnes class of 1972 in memory of their classmate, Anne Lindsay. It is awarded annually to the student whose poetry is judged as best in the school. The young poet who is honored this year is Aria Harrington.
The Montgomery Award for Humanities was established in 1978 in honor of Charlotte Clark Montgomery, a devotee of the humanities and the arts. It is presented to a senior who is a scholar of history and literature and who has also shown genuine appreciation for the arts. The recipient of this award for 2024 is Charlotte Nichols.
The Frank Neopold Arts Prize. The Frank Neopold Arts Prize was established by Mrs. James E. Lamb in memory of her first husband, an accomplished artist who believed in developing young people's interest in and love of the arts. The Frank Neopold Arts Prize is given to an upper school student who has demonstrated a dedication to the pursuit of the arts and who has unselfishly contributed talent to the school.
The student fitting that description this year is August Moon. The Visual Arts Award. The Visual Arts Award is presented to the dedicated upper school student who has demonstrated a commitment to the mastery of their craft, an inspired pursuit of creative originality, and the development of personal voice. This year, that description fits a deserving Lily Adams. The Michael Holt Award. The Michael Holt Award is named after Michael Holt, a 2009 graduate of SSSAS. He was primarily known for his academic and athletic achievements, yet set aside any preconceived notions of his natural abilities and took a creative risk in discovering his artistic talents. The Michael Holt Award goes to a 3D art student who exemplifies a willingness to discover and develop his or her hidden artistic talents through keen focus, hard work, and perseverance, and in so doing demonstrates humility, leadership, and unwavering kindness to his or her fellow art students. This year's recipient is Claire Helmrich.
The Performing Arts Award. In the study and performance of music and drama, students demonstrate and share their gifts and talents. This year, the students we honor have made outstanding contributions in the 3 areas: dramatic arts, vocal arts, and instrumental arts. This year's recipients are, in dramatic arts, Charlotte Nichols. Vocal arts, Heather Hawkins. And instrumental arts, Safira Israel.
The Edward E. Tate Senior Religion Prize. The founder and first headmaster of St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School was Edward E. Tate. St. Stephen's School was Edward E. Tate, a priest in the Episcopal Church. The Edward E. Tate Religion Prize, established in his memory, honors the senior whose work has been distinctive in religious studies. This year, the Edward E. Tate Religion Prize is awarded to Kate Snyder.
The Perkins Cup. The Northfield Group first presented this cup to Emily Perkins in 1955. Chosen by the Department of Religion each year, the recipient of the Perkins Cup is a person who has clearly put into practice what has been taught in religion classes. The senior chosen this year is Camila Dominguez.
Governor's School recipients. The Governor's School for the Gifted is designed to provide an intellectually challenging and enriching experience during the summer to rising 11th and 12th grade students. The programs are highly selective and held at colleges in Virginia. While some of the programs will be held in person, others may be held virtually. We are thrilled to honor the following appointed students from St. Stephen's St. Agnes and recognize their talent and hard work. Students, please stand when your name is called, and we'll hold the applause until all students are standing. Emerson Bell Dufault for French in the World Language Academies. Tate Commission for Instrumental Music. Katie Hartel for Spanish in the World Language Academies. Reese Lai for Latin in the World Language Academies. Lindsay Parson for French in the World Language Academies. Suri Wong for Math, Science, and Technology. Arlie Womack for Latin in the World Language Academies. Congratulations to all of our recipients. It is my pleasure at this time to announce the salutatorian for the class of 2024. The salutatorian is that senior who has earned the second highest cumulative average at St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School. The 2024 senior earning that distinction is Laura Duffield. It's now time to identify the class valedictorian. The valedictorian each year receives the Flora Kinloch Shackelford Alumnae Award. This is the student who has earned the highest average in his or her career at St. Stephen's St. Agnes School, and I'm pleased to introduce the recipient, the class of 2024 valedictorian, Brennan Wise. It is a tradition to have the senior class choose one of its members to deliver a reflection on the journey through the upper school. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to invite Thomas Matney to give the farewell address. Mr. Matney.
Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon, class of 2024 in St. Stephen's Community. My name is Thomas Matney, and it is my honor to welcome you to Prize Day. Thank you all for being here, and a special thank you to my seniors who selected me to give this speech. I must admit, I was slightly surprised when Ms. McGuire told me that I had been elected to speak today, because normally people are trying to get me to stop talking. But after giving a chapel talk earlier this year, I was sure that I'd reached my public speaking word limit. But here I stand talking at the request of the people. But seriously, thank you guys for choosing me to speak today. To start today, I would like to continue with the theme of gratitude. First and foremost, to the parents. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to go to a school like this with the many helpful tools to prepare us for the next step of our life. You supported us through one of the toughest stages of our lives, and we will forever be the better for it. We also recognize that in supporting us, you have made many sacrifices, and that will never be lost on us. Let's give a hand to our parents. Yes, there we go. Okay. Okay. Now to the faculty. Whether you are an English teacher who goes way too deep on insignificant details, which all are pretty guilty of, a math teacher who gave up on environmental science because he doesn't care about saving the world, Mr. Taylor. You got your yearbook, you're all good. Or a department chair who had to raise the requisites to get into AP US history after being tortured through 2022-2023, A period, A push, Miss Hardwick. You have played an invaluable role in our lives. I wanted to take this moment to highlight the teachers that have served their final year at St. Stephen St. Agnes along with us. First, Father Kavanaugh, the wisest and most calming presence to ever grace the St. Stephen's and St. Agnes campus. Then there's Miss Alon, who for many years was a hidden gem at the school, having been hidden in the academic center, but she suspiciously chose to retire a few weeks after I exposed her as a hidden gem in my chapel time. For those in charge of hiring Miss Alon, they must have a British accent. Coach Joseph fell for Bishop Ireton's pyramid scheme that promises fun academic and athletic success. No hard feelings. I'm very grateful for your time here, and I'm glad you waited till we graduated. And finally, Dr. Seidel. Unfortunately, I never had Dr. Seidel, but I can assure you that any senior who took his class this year is very glad they did. It takes a lot to get a group of kids who unleashed fart spray into the ventilation system of the middle school to become the greatest class that has ever walked through these halls. Yet, due to you all, both parents and faculty, we have done exactly that. Now, to the class of 2024. Think back to freshman year with me. Freshman year gave us the unique distinction of beginning high school without being able to go to class due to COVID-19. It may have been tough at times, especially to make new friends, yet we came out all right. Freshman year also brought things like Mr. Martin's improv class. Although I might not have become the most well-rounded actor in that class, I can tell you that I'm a very good actor in a police shootout scenario. And before you ask, I can play both sides. As we came into our sophomore year, things were starting to look slightly better on the COVID front. Yet, you were always in danger of getting stabbed with a mechanical pencil as the stabber yelled, "Vaccine," or getting your paper mask ripped off your face as your friend would yell, "Yunkin," which also kept us up to date on the pressing news of the time. Junior year was rough at most times. However, Ms. Lascelles' biology class brought back a disciplinary strike count that I hadn't seen since my early scholarly days. I seemed to get to 2 strikes in most classes, and even got to 3 once, but it only brought Ms. Lascelles yelling at me in Swedish, so we're all good. Then we got to our senior year. I think by our trip to Shrinemont this year, it was clear to both us and the faculty that this was an incredibly close grade. Sometimes it was through intimate moments, like Mark Turner catching Colton Jensen's head as he fell off a rock. And sometimes it was just from being present with each other. In your senior year, you learn a lot about yourself. For myself, I learned you don't duck when your friend throws a water balloon at you. Instead, you anticipate the fact that Miss McGuire is behind you and that your friend will run away and you will take the blame for the scene that has just unfolded if the balloon hits her. So you might as well just bite the bullet. And I know you're whispering right now, but Miss McGuire, if you were still looking for a culprit, Garrett Butler is right down there. Thought you might want to know before you give him his diploma. This year, we were also part of some historic events for the St. Stephen St. Agnes community. For one, many of us had AP Science classes in a spare trailer Mr. Mallett got from the local RV park. And most importantly, we watched our school become a battle zone between Miss McGuire and leftover garbage from lunches. Many of us were caught in the crossfire. I was hit twice. But luckily, there seems to be a recent peace agreement between the two sides. On the contrary, our athletics this year will probably not go down in history, but who would have thought soccer would be one of our best sports, huh? You guys chose me, I had to mention it. But when I look back at our time here, I think way past our measurable achievements. I think about the way we've impacted this community. And I must say, I think of it very positively. We've gone through high school in some of the most challenging and trying times that America has ever faced socially. In our 4 years here, the conversations on things like racism, mental health, environmentalism, and LGBTQ+ rights have grown to heights that weren't even imaginable 10 years ago. We've instilled in this community a standard of acceptance that will keep growing long after we leave this place, and that is special. Yet, to instill things into a community, you need leaders, and that's where I believe the strength of the 2024 class lies. It takes a certain level of leadership to hold your friends accountable, especially in a high school setting. But at some point or another, each and every one of us has done that, and that is what allows for this genuine community. It's a theme I've seen this whole year. First, I want to point out the obvious leaders, Theo Wyman and Madison Sandy. Let's give a hand to the job they've done this year. This year, Theo led a meditation during one of our morning meetings, which I thought perfectly embodied the leadership of our class. As Theo began the few minutes of meditation, I looked around, hoping that they wouldn't, but thinking that people would just scoff at the fact that Theo was trying to hold a meditation, because it looked funny. Yet, what I found is that every senior closed their eyes and began meditating alongside him with no hesitation. The genuine nature of our class led other grades to follow, even though they also looked around first to see if people were doing it. We also had great leadership from Augusta Adams, our senior co-class president, who is likely about $1,000 in debt from all the things she has bought for us this year. But more importantly, the class of 2024 led no matter their title. We had intellectual leaders like Brennan Weiss, who, if you didn't know before, you do know now, who showed great dedication to not only his own education, but others as well, encouraging others to be brave and challenging themselves in class. We had Oliver Miller, Jeremy Young, and Elias Andros, who led our grade in bringing outstanding energy to athletic and grade-wide events. We had club leaders like Amanda Clock, who led Book Buddies, one of the most active clubs at the school that helped elementary school students become more inspired to read. We had Sarah Catulin and Sarah Claire Curamonte, who led our community in conservationism and helped establish the environmental literacy that each of us will leave the school with. We had our future movie star, Charlotte Nichols, who led an outstanding theater program. And, of course, we had our DJ, JP Sue, who not only brought us some sick beats, but brought an invaluable genuine kindness that helped keep the positive senior vibes all year. And to all of those who are not named, know that you played an integral leadership role at the school as well. There are so many things that I'm going to miss about this school. I'm going to miss realizing that I forgot to take my ADHD meds when punching one of my close friends in the arm at 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to miss seeing the new and old friends I've made every single day. I'm going to miss the teachers who have helped make me into the person I am today. I'm going to miss being yelled at for a friend leaving their Tupperware full of pasta on the table. But most of all, I will miss the St. Stephen's and St. Agnes community. But my fellow classmates, always remember that just because we are not together physically, that does not mean that we should not carry with us what we have learned here. You're going to meet people from different demographics, but be the leader who stands up for what is right. Be genuine, because your genuineness is what has left such a special mark on this place. I love you guys, and I thank you for allowing me to speak today.
Thank you, Thomas. Wonderful work. Truly is a very special class. Now we have the exchange of the student government gavels by our Dean of Students, Ms. Linda McGuire.
At this time, I would like to call Maddie Sandy and Theo Wyman to the stage. Maddie and Theo have led the upper school through the year as SCA co-presidents. On behalf of the entire upper school community, I would like to congratulate and thank you for your time, effort, and enthusiasm this year. Maddie and Theo will now present the gavels of leadership to our incoming SCA co-presidents, Elliot Desitels and Will Evans.
Congratulations, Will and Elliot, and certainly Theo and Maddie have set a high bar, and we look forward to your successes next year. We'll now continue with a presentation of awards and other classes. Our athletic director, Ms. Stephanie Caroma.
The John Morrow Stanton Memorial Athletic Award. The John Morrow Stanton Memorial Athletic Award, a lithograph of the upper school campus, was established in memory of John Stanton, a member of the class of 1981. It is presented to a member of the junior class for excellence in athletics achieved through dedication, leadership, and character. The award is given this year to Ben Benton.
The Esther Carroll Murphy Award for Creativity. The Esther Carroll Murphy Award for Creativity was established and endowed by Cornelius F. Murphy in memory of his grandmother, Anne Souther Murphy, class of 1986, and Cornelius F. Murphy, class of 1987. The recipient is a young woman selected by the faculty and head of school whose achievement captures the spirit of intellectual creativity. The award is given to a young woman in the 10th grade. This year's recipient is Allie Rouse. Now our Dean of Students, Ms. McGuire, for the Senior Class Award.
Each year, the senior class selects a member of the junior class who is most admired for individuality and enthusiasm. The junior selected this year to receive the senior class award is Tyler Troy.
We will now continue with the presentation of awards in athletics. Our upper school athletic director, Mr. Bernard Joseph.
The Helene Haskin Krause Award and Scholar Athlete Award. The Scholar Athlete Awards are presented to senior athletes who have demonstrated excellence both in athletics and academic work. The recipient of the Helene Haskin Krause Award, given in memory of the first graduate of St. Agnes School, is Kate Snyder. The young man chosen for the Scholar Athlete Award is Marcus King.
The Model Athlete Award for boys and the Dangerfield Ashton Model Athlete. The Model Athlete Awards are given to senior athletes who exhibit positive attitude, desire, and determination. The model athlete demonstrates an unselfish contribution to the welfare of the team and is dedicated to excellence in athletics. The Model Athlete Award for boys is presented to Aiden Koch. The female recipient of this award, given in honor of Dangerfield Ashton, is Lauren Scott.
Outstanding Athlete Award. The Outstanding Athlete Awards are given to the best overall athletes in the senior class. To be eligible, the athlete must participate in at least 2, preferably 3 varsity sports during the senior year. The recipient is chosen by the coaches based on playing ability and overall contribution to the team. The Outstanding Girl Athlete of 2024 is Mason Mantai. The Outstanding Boy Athlete of 2024 is Colin Cross.
The Marcia A. Way Sportsmanship Award, and we are pleased to have Marcia Way here with us today. The Marcia A. Way Sportsmanship Award for girls was named in 2018 in honor of Coach Way upon her retirement after 4 decades of dedicated service to the Saints community. Coach Way served as girls athletic director, head varsity field hockey coach, and PE department chair, and coached several other sports. She modeled the qualities of true sportsmanship, that is to say, the joyful fellowship that sports create, balancing the will to win with mutual respect for teammates and opponents, and a positive attitude strengthened through hard work. The award is given to a senior girl athlete who best exemplifies these qualities on the athletic field, in the classroom, and in all school-sponsored activities. It is our great privilege to present this award to an individual who demonstrates the sportsmanship which Coach Way epitomized every day in our Saints community. Coach Way will now present the prize for the Sportsmanship Award named in her honor.
The recipient of the 2024 Marcia A. Way Sportsmanship Award for Girls is Grace Scherner.
The Sportsmanship Award for boys is given to the male athlete who best exemplifies the true meaning of sportsmanship in the athletic field, in the classroom, and in all school-sponsored activities. It is our great privilege to present this award to Maddie Petrone.
Congratulations to all of our student athletes. Here now are Miss Kiki Davis and Miss Lakeisha Bankston Glover and Miss Kate Swinburne, members of the class of 1996. Let me just clarify that. Miss Kiki Davis is our Director of Institutional Equity and Diversity, and we have two members from the class of 1996, Miss Lakeisha Bankston Glover and Miss Kate Swinburne, to present the DEIB Award.
The Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Award, or DEIB Award, is chosen by the Office of Equity and Diversity and provided by the class of 1996.
Given in memory of Ronnie Haskins' class of 1995, it is awarded to the student who most embodies what it means to support and actively work towards social justice.
The student receiving this award has demonstrated not only a high level of understanding as it relates to topics of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, but also has shown his commitment to and active engagement in our school's DEIB efforts, and has, by that commitment and engagement, created a positive change to the community. The recipient of the 2024 DEIB Award is Sully Knight.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Dave Yee, our Director of Service Learning and External Engagement, to recognize those students who have gone above and beyond the service requirement and made exceptional contributions to the field of service learning. Mr. Yee.
Distinction in service. While all our students must complete 40 hours in service to their community in order to graduate from St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School, students who earned the Distinction in Service recognition completed over 80 hours of service to our local and global community prior to the beginning of their senior years and have completed additional reflective components to their requirement. We have compiled their stories on our school website so you can learn more about their impact, and you can access this by scanning the QR code insert in your program. Would this following students please stand and remain standing to be recognized? Augusta Adams, Belle Akaridolu, Ella Barker, Sarah Claire Caramate, Bradley Cruthards, Alex Dees, Callie Dinos, Brooke Dunton, Annette Dunn, Camila Dominguez, Claire Helmrich, Amanda Klock, Sarah Catulin, Rye Legacy, Megan Mayu, Thomas Matney, Charlotte McNamara, Louis Malife, Aislinn Moore, Charlotte Nichols, Channing Pinkos, James Rath, Elizabeth Rudder, Lauren Scott, and Grace Scherner. These students should stay after the ceremony concludes for a picture where they will receive their certificates. Thank you to all these students for their extraordinary differences that they have made to their communities.
Thank you, Mr. Yee. Next up is Dr. Michael Carter, Director of College Counseling, to recognize military appointments and scholarships.
Thank you, Mr. Mallett. Here with me today on stage are Dr. Jill Ruff, United States Navy, and Colonel John Burling, United States Air Force. The world into which our seniors are graduating is filled with both opportunities and challenges. Now more than ever, there's a tremendous need to serve the greater good. The St. Stephen's and St. Agnes community has reached out to help others here in Alexandria and around the world, as we just celebrated. But there are those among us who have heard the call to serve their country also through military service. It is therefore with great privilege and honor that we are able to recognize 2 of our graduating seniors who have chosen to pursue military training. Will the following seniors please come forward to be recognized? Please hold your applause until both of them have come on stage. Balana Akaradolu will be attending the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and Andrew A.J. Degler will be attending Auburn University on a 4-year Air Force ROTC scholarship. Thank you very much, and best of luck as you move forward in the future.
Last year's recipient of the Jane Lywood Cup, Ms. Raleigh Speed, class of 23, is here with us today to present this award. Ms. Speed.
The Jane Lywood Cup Award was established by Air Force Commodore Oswald Lywood, British Royal Air Force, as a token of his appreciation for the care his daughter received at St. Agnes School during 3 years of World War II. The recipient is chosen by the faculty as a student who shows the best sportsmanship in the British tradition that is exclusive of athletic prowess. This year's recipient is Ellie Forsman.
Congratulations, Ellie. Last year's recipient of the McCondray Trophy, Mr. Miles Sandy, class of 23, is here today to present this award. Mr. Sandy.
The McCondray Trophy Award was established by Mrs. Arthur Tim McCondray to be awarded annually to the young man or woman elected by the students of the upper school as best all-around student. These persons' contributions to academic endeavors, arts, athletics, and service has earned the high praise and deep respect of fellow students, elected by 9th, 10th, and 11th grades. This year, this student and my friend, Theo Wyman.
Given by the Jack S. Howard family, the Howard Cup is awarded to the student who are chosen by student organization leaders for being outstanding in participation and enthusiasm in a range of student activities. This year, we are proud to award the cup, sorry you just sat down, to Theo Wyman.
Co-presidents of the Saints Athletics Club, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Davis, Melanie Davis, Joe Davis, are here today to present the next award on behalf of the Saints Athletics Club. Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
Saints Athletic Club Award. The faculty have selected a young woman and young man who, in their opinion, have made exceptional contributions to life outside the school community. For their faithful work in our community, the faculty and the Saints Athletics Club honor Sarah Claire Caramonte and Alex Dees.
Mrs. Jessie Strauss, President of the APT, will present the following 2 awards on behalf of the Association of Parents and Teachers. Mrs. Strauss.
The Association of Parents and Teachers of St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School has asked the faculty to select a student to be honored for his or her academic diligence. On behalf of the faculty and the APT, I'm honored to present this award to Sully Nath. The Carol Lastelick Award is given each year to the senior with the most outstanding record of unselfish service to the school or community. Established by the Parent-Teacher Association of St. Agnes School, the award is given in loving memory of an active and faithful volunteer who gave untiring service to both St. Agnes and St. Stephen's schools. This year's recipient, the student who has exhibited the same dedication, is Callie Dinos.
The St. Stephen's and St. Agnes Medals. In consultation with the faculty, I am honored to present St. Stephen's and St. Agnes Medals to students who have given extraordinary service to the school or who have achieved notable distinction in the larger community. In and out of the classroom, it is this Heads Medal recipient's care and concern for others and for our community that makes them a leader within the halls of our school. Being chosen as a peer leader, elected by peers to the Honor and Disciplinary Board, leading the Black Student Union, and co-captaining the varsity winter track and spring track and field teams are all commitments that speak to his sound judgment and an ability to make those important connections with others. With a willingness to engage and lean into thoughtful conversations, he's made our school a better place. I am pleased to give this Heads Medal to Chris Shorter. The next recipient has an innate ability to forge positive connections with others. With a fearless and exuberant outlook on life that repels negativity, along with a soul that is kind and inclusive, she understands the importance of giving back. Whether as a weekly volunteer at church's food bank, translating for Hispanic families, or all of the organizing and planning required to put together a team of 28 kids from across the U.S. who raised close to $350,000 for cancer research in just 7 weeks, she embodies the word community. The next Heads Medal goes to Grace Sherman. Driven to be a positive influence with the desire to foster a spirited, cohesive community, the student has worked to be a great connector of his peers. His enthusiasm and inclusive nature led to his selection as a peer leader. It is those same characteristics that led his classmates to elect him to Student Council Association, where he served as class president. A dedicated young man who sincerely lives our school's mission of pursuing goodness as well as knowledge, the student is thoughtful, outgoing, and resilient, and he is genuinely interested in the well-being of others. It is my delight to award this Saints Medal to Thomas Matney. Positive, dedicated, creative, compassionate, and responsible. This next recipient has distinguished herself as a highly respected student leader in our community. Passionate about writing and creative pursuits, she served as an editor of Fire and Stones, as a member of our yearbook staff, and she was elected to serve as vice president of Stage 1, as well as the chief costumer for our theater productions. In addition, she was one of the senior leaders of the Honor and Disciplinary Board.
She's genuine, thoughtful, and trustworthy, and hers is a voice of integrity and maturity. It is my honor to award this next Saints Medal to Alona Michael. This next recipient continually seeks out places where they can engage, support, and guide others, and does so with an easygoing nature that allows them to connect with practically anyone. He's an engaged citizen, which is reflected in the pieces he writes as an editor of The Voice. He embodies an incredible sense of responsibility and accountability, as exemplified by his leadership of our Admissions Ambassador program, going above and beyond to introduce prospective students to our school community. I'm pleased to give this Saints Medal to Jeremy Young. While she's only been with us since sophomore year, the student has emerged as a leader and mentor inside and outside of the classroom. The student is a member of the vestry of the Admissions Ambassador team and has worn the Saints uniform on the tennis and softball teams. Her true passion, however, is helping those who need it the most. She has tirelessly given her time and energy to the Amor Project, Special Olympics, Book Buddies, Reach for the Stars, and with the Red Cross in Panama. One of the most caring individuals in our school, she throws her heart and soul into making a difference in this world, and I'm pleased to award this Saints Medal to Camila Dominguez. A driven student, collaborative classmate, steadfast teammate, and natural leader, this next student commits himself fully to every undertaking. He's been an essential member of our vestry team and our Admissions Ambassador program. He's been a standout peer leader. His kindness and positivity have made him a wonderful mentor. He's also been a dedicated member and senior leader of our Black Student Union and Amate. He is a team player, genuine, thoughtful, and readily gives his all in service to others. I'm thrilled to award the Saints Medal to Bryce Gunn. The St. Agnes Cup is presented by the faculty to a senior girl who has demonstrated a profound commitment to the spirit and ideals of St. Stephen's and St. Agnes School, and whose exceptional contributions to the life of the school have helped make St. Stephen's and St. Agnes a vital and caring community. This year's recipient is motivated, focused, determined, and confident in all that she does. Our faculty describe her as an engaged and inquisitive student with a wonderfully positive attitude, who is confident in discussions but very kind, respectful, and always open to considering the perspectives of others. As a result, she has been held in the high regard by her classmates, who elected her to represent them on the Honor and Disciplinary Board as junior and senior class president and captain of the field hockey team. She also gives back to the greater community as a co-leader of the Book Buddies Club and volunteers with the Saints Supporting Refugees program. Here's a young woman whose positive attitude and gentle but firm nature make her a tremendously positive presence in our school community. It is my great privilege to present the St. Agnes Cup to Augusta Adams. The Emmett H. Hoy Jr. Citizenship Award. The Citizenship Award is presented by the faculty to the senior boy who exemplifies the highest ideals of citizenship and service. Named for the beloved headmaster of St. Stephen's, this award honors a boy who is characterized by sincerity and a supportive spirit both within the school and in the broader community. Kind, hardworking, sincere, compassionate, and respectful are some of the words that best describe our Hoy Award winner. Our faculty loves teaching the student, who always makes his presence known through his excellent work ethic and by elevating the level of learning with his insightful questions and observations. Beyond the classroom, he puts his drive and energy into his activities. He's a member of the Saints varsity tennis team and a violinist in the orchestra. The same leadership he exhibits on the court and in class, he brings to the student body as a peer leader, vice president of the senior class, and as a student director of the Admissions Ambassador Program. His character is firmly grounded in his faith, and he's an integral member of our student-run vestry. He's a positive force for good in this world. It is an honor to present the Emmett H. Hoy Junior Citizenship Award to Garrett Butler.
I invite you to stand for a final blessing. May God give you eyes to see others as God sees them, and a heart to accept your own belovedness. May God give you the courage to stand up for what is right, and the humility to realize that you will not always know what that is. And may God give you an openness to adventure as you go out into a world of unknowns, with the confidence that you are never alone. And the blessing of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit be among you and remain with you this day and forevermore. Amen.
A couple final words and announcements. Thank you so much for joining us for the 2024 Prize Day ceremony. And a couple of announcements about tomorrow, Saturday, when we have the commencement ceremony for the class of 2024. First, we ask that everyone that was recognized either as a lifer, JK, K1, or received any award or recognition, please remain in your seats to facilitate the photographs that will follow the program today. We do ask that the others help us with the photography session by departing the CPAC in just a moment. A few reminders about tomorrow. We ask that all guests remain seated and not stand in front of the platform to allow the presentations of diplomas. Professional photographers will be on site and will be taking photographs as each graduate receives their diploma. We ask, if you can, to please refrain from taking your own pictures so we don't interfere with guests enjoying the ceremony. The commencement is a religious ceremony, therefore we ask that our guests refrain from using noise devices or create unnecessary distractions during the conferring of diplomas tomorrow. Seating is a first come, first served. There's no limits, there's no tickets. The students have to be dropped off at what time? 7:45, and then so you are welcome to come at 7:45 as well, drop off your child, and then go and select the seats that you would like to use. For parking, I spoke to the students. If the students come by themselves at 7:45, we ask them to park on the street to reserve the spots for our guests who are joining the ceremony tomorrow. So thank you again for coming, and thank you to the upper school faculty.
Okay, cool. So I'll wait for it to see when I see the tag here.